Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebartogo.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today we have a special show here from the ABV Barrel Shop Tasting Bar, where we're going to be trying a Distiller's Reserve from Bardstown Bourbon Company called Cathedral French Oak. My name is Steve Akeley, joined by Darren McCroy, Josh Dale, and Clayton Sabacker. What's up, guys?
Howdy.
Oh.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, so we're pretty excited about this one. This is, we're not going to lie, this comes in a very cool package. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about what it means, Cathedral French Oak. What is it? We'll get into all that. We'll get to that after the break. For right now, though, Darren said there's something you want to talk about. What is that, sir?
So, I've recently been seeing a lot of videos of people snowboarding down mountains. And I want to know, were you guys ever big snowboarders, skiers? Would you ever be, or do you have any interest in those winter sports kind of like that?
Okay, I've got opinions here. So, never really been much of a snowboarder. That wasn't really a thing like when I was growing up. It feels like if I'd have hit it at the right time, like if that would have been a big thing in the late 70s, early 80s when I was a kid, I probably would have been into it, but it wasn't. Nobody was doing that when I was that young. And as I've only been skiing one time, and it ended up being a disaster. Not because of me. I actually kind of had a good time, but I had the wife and the daughter there. We went on Santa Fe, Ski Santa Fe, which is the mountain in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And the daughter got altitude sickness, so she's like thrown up in a trash can and stuff like that, you know, and just miserable. She just says she's miserable in the mountains there. The wife can't ski at all. She can't get it down. We go in, because we went to like a class, and the wife couldn't, couldn't get on the skis, couldn't go down the bunny hill, falling down, couldn't get herself back up when she falls down. She's just miserable. So between the kid sick and the wife, we never went skiing again because no one had a good time but me. I enjoyed it. I had fun, but so that ended my ski career right there. So it was a one and done for me. That's all my skiing that I ever got. So, how about you guys?
I have no interest in skiing or snowboarding. I just don't see the...
Clayton, why not, man? What? Well, first of all, it's in the winter. We don't need to be outside in the winter. The winter sucks. Let's stay down inside and hunker down.
I enjoy the cold weather just as much as the next guy. I don't mind going out.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Cold weather is not as bad as these two would make it out
maybe
to be.
going and walking down the long driveway, getting the mail, coming back in, and
your driveway is like 2 feet long.
Well, I'm talking about when it used to not be 2 feet.
Yeah, okay.
How was your outdoor activity? Getting the mail. That's
when
exciting.
Your driveway was like 100 feet long, which mine used to be. It's a little different. It was a hike.
It was a hike. Okay.
I don't know. It's just something about winter outdoor sports that I just never really like.
Yeah, because winter sucks. If you just admit it, it'll free your mind.
Like, I'd rather...
Everybody's acting like, winter's great. I love the change of season. No, it sucks. We need to eliminate winter. There should be an executive order eliminating winter. Let's just get rid of that one.
I'd rather play like pond hockey. Like some
Pond hockey.
I'm more of a ice skating kind of guy versus like a snow.
Clayton, the
I like
figure
so-
skater. Got it.
Oh, nice.
I can see it.
Josh, what's your experience
Well, I
with
mean-
snowboarding and skiing? Or both.
I feel like I've been put into a category that I didn't want to be put in. I don't hate winter. I just hate this winter. This winter has been rough.
They're not going to get any easier, my friend.
No, they're not gonna.
When you get older, that's the problem. That's the problem.
And that is the problem.
Yeah.
As a kid, I loved winter.
Sure.
I used to snowboard.
All
myself.
kids love winter.
Yeah, I used to snowboard. I grew up in the '90s, so Tony Hawk was awesome during I used to ride a skateboard here and there. I was never good at it. Don't trust me, I wasn't good. But we all tried it because coming up with Tony Hawk, it was awesome. But I saw a snowboard and I sent myself flying down a hill at 30 miles an hour and smacked a tree and broke a few things. That's fine.
Yeah.
Right.
I was a dumb kid that way. But yeah, I miss those days. Now that I'm older and all those broken bones hurt now when it gets cold.
See,
outside.
what you
Yeah.
did was you contended with a force of nature that was outside of your
Exactly.
control, and you paid the price.
Exactly.
I do not
So-
like those forces. I respect those forces. And, they're just not for me.
Yeah.
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 So, and I used to love winter. Now it just gets in my way. I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
It is. It's in our way. That's the problem with winter. It's in our way from having fun. which
Yeah,
is
if
the
you
one
could go visit winter, you'd probably still do that for like
yeah.
3 days a year. But
Sure.
I'm good with winter all year round. I prefer winter over summer.
Keep winter
No.
in Colorado.
No, that's the wrong answer. We're going to have to check in with Darren. Hopefully, I live long enough to see Darren hate winter as much as the rest of us. But for right now, yeah, he's having his moment. So,
Yeah. So, I was a skater boy for a while, like hardcore.
uh-huh.
And it wasn't even because of Tony Hawk. He was kind of like dying off by this age.
Yeah, you were
But-
more Sean White.
Yeah. But then Sean White popped onto the
Yeah.
scene, and I was like, I love that guy. He has.
Well, sure, he had hair like you.
Yeah, he had long. That's
flying
why I grew
tomato.
out my red hair. I was like, I'm gonna try snowboarding, and so I was a pretty good skateboarder in my time. I
Whoa.
was a hard skater boy for probably 4 years of my life.
Uh-huh.
Me
Put
and
it to
Ellie.
the test.
And I don't know if I can do it anymore because I've gone from wearing Vans all the time to wearing cowboy boots all the time. I think that automatically makes sure you can't get on a skateboard again. But Sean White showed up, and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to try snowboarding." And so I was going to Hidden Valley like 2 to 3 times a month, and I loved it. And I got okay at snowboarding,
Right.
but I have not done anything since then.
Right.
But
For those that aren't from St. Louis, Hidden Valley is our ski thing, and
It's
again,
a hill.
It was smaller than the bunny hill that I was doing when I was in Santa Fe.
Yeah.
doing my class. I mean, it's really nothing. But yeah.
And I partially have like this want to start snowboarding again because I've seen these videos. But like the things I want to do are like double black diamond, like ultra hard because I've seen this guy going down it. And it's like, oh, it's pretty trees everywhere and snow. He's like, yeah, if you mess up here, you're going off a cliff that's like 80 feet tall. I'm like, yeah, no, I can never be that good. I didn't start young enough to be that good, so there's no point in doing it. Snowboarding is such a inclusive. You have to do it all the time, or you're gonna suck and you're gonna hate your life. So, I would love to snowboard more, but it's just not in the cards. Living in Missouri, I mean, we've gotten more snow this year than we've had in most of my lifetime, but it's still not a good snowboarding place.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. We there was a while when a bunch of celebrities were getting offed by skiing. It slowed up, but like Liam Neeson's wife, she died skiing. Sonny Bono, a football player, NFL Hall of Famer Doak Walker, and one of the Kennedys, all like within like a year of one another,
Really?
died while skiing. Yeah. Yeah, for skiing-related accidents. So, and that was about the time when I was at Santa Fe. So we'd have to look up what year that any of those accidents happened, and it was right around that time. So yeah. But thankfully, it stopped since then. There hasn't been other celebrity skiing accidents.
And I'm sure there's like just regular casualties all the time.
Well, sure.
It's not really a safe sport.
No, it's really not. Between
Oh, let's go on this thing that you don't have much traction. Put big things on your feet to reduce the traction even more,
And
and,
most-
throw trees out there.
Yeah, and most people aren't wearing like protective gear. Most people aren't wearing helmets and stuff
Yeah.
when they go down, which of course makes you very exposed to if you hit a tree
Yeah.
or just even fall. So it's definitely a dangerous sport for sure. Well, there you go. On that note, we're going to take a quick break because we're gonna taste this new one, this French oak, Cathedral French oak is what they're calling it. It's from Bardstown Bourbon Company. It's got a really great story. Hopefully, it's got some really great whiskey. I'm thinking it's going to be good things, but we'll get to that after the break. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show. Danny, though, you are between Jim and Victory. What do you got?
I have an Indiana rye.
Sure, Danny.
Tumble dice.
Cumble Dice. Yes, I love Cumble Dice. I'm sure that's the name of the brand, Cumble Dice. Sure.
Tumble dice.
Oh, Tumble Dice. Okay.
Yes.
Let's
Freddie Mills of Ruse.
Okay, Freddie Mills of Ruse.
So we're about to pop it.
No, that was all desk is what that was. All desk, no pop. Jim wins. So Jim, you got it there, man.
Hey.
Congrats, Jim.
Cheers, gang.
Oh my God, this is horrible.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We are here at the ABV Barrel Shop. We're sitting at the bar. It's Steve, Darren, Clayton, and Josh. And we're getting ready to try this Cathedral French Oak. Darren, what's the story here? We said that there's a story associated with this one. What do we got
So, this is their first, it actually says inaugural release. So I think this is going to be a thing they do before. And before I get into the story, it is only available at the distillery and their tasting room in Louisville. This is not going to be in distribution at all.
Okay.
But it is rested in barrels of 300-year-old French oak from the storied... I'm going to mispronounce this, so if you know anything about France, you can correct me online. The Brissace Forest?
You would think you would know this. You're a forestry major.
They didn't teach me French, actually.
You would think you would know this.
Versailles.
See, Clayton's got me. So it's all these 300-year-old French oak trees that they use to make these barrels. But the barrels, the other trees in the forest, some of them were probably used for barrels, and some of them were used to repair Notre Dame after the fire.
Obviously the fire decimated Notre Dame, and so they had to harvest some old oak, and 300-year-old.
Yeah.
I don't know that we've ever tasted whiskey that's
Most
been
American white
300-year-old.
oaks that they want to make barrels for are 80 to 100 years old, because after that you get a lot of heart rot, and it's just not as good for making barrels. It's going to leak. So it is crazy that they went to do this, and they're committing to doing it again by saying it's the inaugural release.
Okay.
This is a $100 bottle.
That's crazy to me.
It is.
Because how expensive is it to get these barrels of 300-year-old oak? I would think it's crazy expensive.
What size is the bottle, though?
Well, we don't know. I think it's just normal size bottle.
I
Now
think
we
it's a
got a
normal
media
size bottle.
sample here,
Okay.
so we have just a 200 milliliter media sample here.
I didn't know.
But
you were
it looks the photo I saw, it's regular 750.
Yeah, it looks like their regular 750 bottle. And then also the thing I noticed before we got it out of the box is it's not their typical like pretty square label. It has like a couple jagged edges on it, like rhombetic.
Okay.
I don't know if that's actually an adjective, but it is now.
That sounds
Okay.
awesome.
To me, I thought it kind of reminded me of, again, the container came in with the style of the stained glass. You know?
Yes,
Yeah.
it clearly is going for a stained glass cathedral look in the media kit here with the box. Looks cathedral-like, and again, it has kind of a stained glass look to it where you're looking at
Is that the
bottle.
cistern, like the upper part of a chapel?
It could be, yes, yeah.
It looks. It's very rounded, stained glass window-ish.
So instead of whatever you said,
Rhombetic.
rhombetic.
I was talking about the label on the bottle.
Let's go cathedric.
Cathedral.
Cathedric. It's cathedric. Very cathedral.
We're making up words today.
Yeah. But it sounds like it's worth a trip out there for $100 a bottle. Again, we haven't tasted it yet.
Yeah.
That's going to be the key thing. But, whiskey's all about the story. I love the story, so hopefully the whiskey lives up to it.
And it's released by Bardstown Bourbon Company. I've never
can't
questioned
imagine.
anything
Yeah.
they've done with whiskey.
And this is whiskey that is between 9 and 18 years old.
Yeah.
Kentucky. Now we know that they could 9 could be in their wheel. That could be some of their distillate. 18 is too old to be them. So they're obviously sourced at least some of it. So
And it's all from Kentucky. And I thought to get to that $100 price tag, it was going to be lower proof. It's not. It is 110 proof. So
110 proof. Yes.
that's respectable proof wise. I'm not sure it's 100%.
This may
cash
be
strength.
an error, folks, but this isn't their pricing, so you can say that you heard on the Bourbon Daily. They have to sell it to you for $100.
Yeah.
They'll be like, "I'm sorry, this meant to be $300.
Yeah.
We apologize.
One for every
We
year that the
apologize
tree was.
profusely, but this should be $300. Nope, you're gonna have to sell it to you for $100. We said it, so yeah. All right, let's taste this. Let's see what we got.
First off, while we're tasting it, the nose was spectacular.
Yeah.
It was deep,
Absolutely
it was
amazing.
full, and that mana is carrying over on the palate, too.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that is great. I
Yeah.
mean, a caramel fruity bomb. I mean, it's fucking fantastic. Yeah, this is.
And
Really
this
good.
is not something I say lightly. That might be one of the best $100. If you just had a $100 bill in your pocket, and whatever tax is, I think that would be. You would not be mistaken for doing that.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to have a competition, that is full of flavor, easy drinking at the same time, and has an awesome story attached to it. It is really everything I look for in a whiskey.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets you, excited about, trying based on the wood that's there, because you just, again, we're not getting that old growth. We're getting the 80 to 100, and they've always said, the old timers have always said, they used to get old growth forest wood for barrels because tighter the lines in that. This is interesting, and my first taste at something like that, and man, it's just fantastic. This is really dynamic.
I would love to know how long it aged in those barrels.
It does say
Based-
rested. None of the information that we've gotten at this point has told us any of that any of the range of times.
Yeah.
But I could also see it was just kind of a misprint, didn't fit with what they were writing, because they're usually pretty much like, oh yeah, it was in there for this month. So if you're at the distillery, first you're already picking up a bottle, but ask them too; they might know.
Yeah. This one is a fun one. Really good. Great presentation, as always, to our folks at Bardstown Bourbon Company for bringing this to us. Well, there you go. That's going to wrap this one up, and we'll do that as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Darren, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at The Bourbon Adventures.
Josh, I know you were saying you're going to be there next month. You're hoping to grab one of these bottles, right?
Yes, I will be at Bardstown next month for the Bourbon Palooza,
Nice.
and I'm hoping to grab this bottle.
Okay, that's probably where people can find you at Bardstown Bourbon Company.
Yeah.
Just randomly there next month.
Randomly
That's
there
yeah,
next month.
yeah,
You find me randomly. You don't find me online so
yeah.
much.
All right, Clayton, how about you?
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook at the Jefferson County Bourbon Collective and on Instagram at Jeffco Bourbon Collective.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop. Look at us. We just cracked out this bottle right here at the Barrel Shop. This is the kind of stuff we do. So check out us online, abvbarrelshop.com. And also, if you want to get involved, please give us a 5-star review. It helps new people find the show. That's pretty important to us. And last but not least, head over to patreon.com/the ABV Network. That'll do it for today, but we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye, y'all.
Till next time.
Bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.